Hey y'all, look what I've got on the workbench today. It's another Westinghouse tank motor. I like these things. I think these motors are way underappreciated. They're very well made, and they'll just run forever as long as you keep them maintained. Anyway, just got this in, and I got it hooked up to a little test lead right here. I'm going to plug it in and see what we're starting with here. All right, so here we go. We're going to plug it in, and you'll hear the centrifugal start switch open maybe. Let's see what happens. Okay, well, heard a little bit. Hear a little bit of knock. A little bit of knock in the motor. And you might hear these switches when they close. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to put it apart and see what we got. Okay, so we got the back off and the rotor pulled out, and some of these pieces of the centrifugal start switch are springing okay. Those two are, but this one's not. It's not opening and closing like it ought to. So I'm gonna clean this thing up a little bit, and I'll put some new springs on, get these old springs off of there and get some new springs to get it cleaned up. And I know we're gonna have to replace bearings on this thing, front and rear. We'll get in there and try to clean that up a little bit too. So y'all stand by just a second. All right, guys, so I got the rotor all cleaned up and put new springs on there. Got these things working real good where they're opening and closing like they ought to. Rotor cleaned up real nice, and those things want to keep falling off of there. Got the new rear bearing on here. Everything looks good with that, and there's the new one down in there. There's the old ones that come out from in there. So I'm going to get this back together. Stand by just a second. Okay, so we got the motor back together and got a test lead hooked up. We're going to plug it in and let you see it start up and run. Pretty nice. All right, it's got a good spin down time. I just unplugged it, and this thing spins a really long time even without the blade on it. So when you get that blade on there, and the weight of the blade acts kind of like a flywheel, it'll have even a longer spin down time. All right, that's it for this one.